Yeah.
What's good? Off the Rizels.
Hey, Zeus.
Thursday. Salute. Hey, Susie. He on there immediately. You know what I mean? I'm talking back. No, I'm talking back. Salute, though, man, to the chat. Salute to the viewers. Salute to everybody listening. However you're viewing this or listening to it. Good looking out. We appreciate it. But make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe. The subscribe for sure. Subscribe. You know what I mean? But off the rails, man. No Scully today. He got things going on, but you already know we gonna hold it down. A lot of probably basically just talk about the playoffs. I know y'all gonna have some NFL stuff in the chat, so we'll throw that in there too. Unless we come up with some NFL stuff on our own, but I really ain't seen much outside of the stuff we've been talking about with the draft and shit.
Look, the only thing I want to talk about with this is, dude, how come Shedeur, he come to Cleveland?
Mm-hmm.
One of his first things he does, he goes to a school, John Adams. He goes in there, talks to the kids, does all this shit, says he wants to win a Super Bowl in Cleveland, all these things. Then people are recording him working out, or the NFL is, I don't know who's doing it. He's just running the hills. He's just doing workouts. And they're criticizing him, saying, oh, like the Cleveland media up there is saying, oh, it's already too much. It's already this and that. Motherfuckers. You got videos of Nick Chubb, Deshaun Watson, all these people working out.
Oh, shit.
You're praising these people. But you're having such a hard time with this rookie, this young kid, and the videos that are coming out with him. Man, shut the fuck up, man.
Cleveland, man. Don't mess up another quarterback, man. Like, I ain't know that was going on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's a part of Cleveland, bro. That's a part of Cleveland. They don't discourage that kid already, which I don't think you could do that to him because
can't discourage him.
Yeah, he built for this. He gonna go out there and do his job regardless. But it's crazy how they treating that kid, man. It don't really make
immediately because there's workout videos, dude. They just showed a video of Nick Chubb jumping through a fucking ceiling. Pretty much, his head went through the ceiling when he was jumping.
Right, but at least he's working out.
Yeah, Shedeur was running up and down a hill and doing some workout at downtown in a big gym down there. And they started criticizing him, saying, oh, look, the theatrics are already happening. Like, what are you talking about? Dude is working out.
Yeah, and he ain't, unless he's recording himself and setting it all up, I get it. But it's still, he's working out.
Even if he is, Nick Chubb.
You know how many people, but you know how many, Nick Chubb's a NFL player. That's how they looking at it. It's a rookie coming from college. He can't be. No, it's a workout. He's working out. Like, I don't get the problem. I can see if he was doing something else, not working out. You know how many of these players that got drafted that's not working out right now?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
they're out there enjoying themselves, doing whatever. He literally came to Cleveland, went and already started talking to the young community at a school about, hey, never give up, keep doing your thing, blah blah blah, and all this shit. Like. Hey, but you're going to harass the kid. Like,
right.
I had a couple of people already say, hey, look, there needs to be a daily man cave show instead of this trash that's on ESPN. Dominic was one of them. Don was like, dude, there needs to be a daily man cave show. He goes, I just watched Get Up for 2 hours, and all they talked about was JJ Redick can't do the job. The Lakers that, and they did for 2 hours the same shit. He goes, this is insanely stupid.
That's why I don't watch none of that shit no more. They only talk about the same stuff. The Lakers, the Cowboys, and fucking Shohei Ohtani. Like, they don't talk about nothing else.
He's like, they talked about the Rockets and that big win for 2 minutes.
So yeah, Dave said nothing about Cleveland winning by 55 for 2 minutes, maybe. Like, I don't watch none of that shit, bro.
The only thing on them now is Stephen A. has come out and said Cleveland is the number one team.
They are.
He said, he goes, they got size, they get rebounds, they got defense, they got Mitchell, they have a bench that you can go deep on. DeAndre Hunter, he goes, these dudes are fucking
the ready. Celtics are going to have to make a lot of three-pointers to beat us in the conference finals, bro.
He's like, Drew Holiday's hurt. Then you got Jaylen Brown dealing with injury. He goes,
Tatum is too.
It's just not going to happen.
I want them to be fully healthy by the time they get to us.
Yeah, I don't want no excuses.
Because I don't care. I'm not. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't care if they hurt. No, we're taking the win regardless. I'm just saying.
That's what
I'm saying. It is just gonna feel way better if everybody healthy. If everybody on the court, I don't want to hear no injury, nothing. If everybody's on the court, I don't want to hear that at all. You know what I mean? But speaking of
next series starts, Pacers Cleveland starts May 4th.
Yeah, I think it's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. But yeah, so The Cavs, well, the Pacers won in overtime by 1 point to seal that series. I don't. I mean, it's the second year in a row the Pacers beat the Bucks. Giannis had a 30-point triple-double, 30, 20, and 13. Gary Trent dropped 33, and then they still AJ Green 19, 11. Bench didn't do nothing. And then you go to the other side, and they got 18, 28 off the bench. You know what I mean? And that was inevitable. Now the next round, Siakam had 10 in that game. Naismith 19, 21 for Turner, 15 for Nembhard, 26 for Halliburton. Now the only person I think against the Cavs that'll still have that type of game is probably Halliburton because Garland is little as hell.
Yeah,
like he ain't gonna be able to contain Halliburton. That's gonna be the mismatch, but it won't matter though because everybody else matches up. Mitchell versus Nembhard, we know who's winning that battle. You know what I mean? Like, then they got Miles Turner, Siakam, and Naismith. Like, I'm just saying, bro. Like, they barely beat the Bucks without Dame Lillard, without Chris Middleton, without a Drew Holiday. Like, they don't have none of their usual guys because two of them's gone and one of them was injured, and they still barely won that game. So I think they about to go out there and lose in 4 games. We about to sweep them.
You think it's about to be a sweep, huh?
We about to sweep the shit out of them.
Boy.
They needed 18 points for TJ McConnell off the bench to get that win by 1 point. Giannis, bruh, there's nobody on there. Siakam is doing nothing with Mobley. Miles Turner, that'll be him versus Allen will be a really good matchup, I think. But that might be a problem for us though, because he shoots threes. So that's gonna take Jared out of the paint a lot. Cavs and 5, man. They're gonna get one. They'll get one in Indiana. They'll get one in Indiana.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Salute, Bobby.
I like that. I like the gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, I think they get one game in Indiana. Just one. And obviously the Celtics beat the shit out the Magic. So we still waiting on the Pistons or the Knicks.
I told you the Pistons was gonna get that game, man. That's fucking
yeah,
crazy.
They did too. They went out there and pulled it out.
Boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they it's a hard fought series and they beating each other up. I like that they banging. The Knicks, honestly, man, the way the thing's been going, because the last game, not this game, they just played the game before that. Detroit should have won that. Yeah. But they got cheated and they didn't call the foul. Tim Hardaway 3 foul shots, game over. Technically, they should be up 3-2 right now. So the Knicks, it ain't over yet. Like, I don't even, because they had Bridges had 17, Anunoby 19, 17 for Towns. This was the problem. Brunson only had 16 points. And then Josh Hart had 15, and then Mitchell Robinson 13 and 11 off the bench. Jalen, when he scores 16 points or under 30 down points or 25 points, they don't really win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Well,
oh, yeah, the Magic won the other day.
No, the Magic just won. I mean, the Celtics just beat them 120-89. The Magic did not beat the shit out the Celtics. The Celtics got their ass whooped. I mean, the Magic got their ass whooped.
The shit out of them. Like, roughed them up.
Oh, no, I was talking about the Pistons in the Knicks series. They letting them beat each other up. They not calling fouls for real. Like, Jalen Brunson barely shooting free throws, and he don't even get free throws in the fourth quarter in this series. Like, but the Magic series, yeah, that 80s style beating niggas up basketball ain't working against the modern day Celtics. That's not happening. All that beating, it didn't work. It's working for the Pistons though, because they got Cade Cunningham and a couple other guys that can score. But yeah, that didn't work for the Magic. They tried it though. It just didn't work. It should have worked, but they didn't. 120-89, bro. That's an ass whooping.
I love Harold Fanning. I think that was a hell of a pickup.
That was a steal right there.
By the Browns.
That was a steal. Letting him fall like that, that's a steal, yo. Yeah, for sure. Hey, yeah, Jesus. The Magic, the Mavericks, they may have been right, dog. Luka can score all he want to score, but on defense, he don't even want to play defense. He not even inspired by big defensive plays for his team. Like he don't want to play no defense at all. So yeah, he might be Fluka. But I think they needed that Mark Williams trade because Rudy Gobert literally went out there 27 and 24 on their tops. Like, so, that was bad. But the Clippers, Nuggets went out there and blew the doors off the Clippers to go up 3-2. I do think the Clippers, because, Murray had to go get 40-something. What did he get? 43 points. Jokic had 13, 12, and 12. 13, 12, and 12 for Jokic, and they still won 131-115 because Murray went out there and dropped 43, and then Westbrook dropped 21 off the bench, and Aaron Gordon got 23. So they had oddball niggas, except for Murray, get a lot of points, and Westbrook, because Westbrook can get them buckets, but Aaron Gordon you don't expect that from him, even though he can do it.
Yeah.
James Harden shit the bed, only 11 points. Now we know Harden's past playoffs, man. He's doing it again because that last game, I'm like, what is Harden? What is going on? Like defensively, like he wasn't doing nothing, bro. Like 11 points, 8 assists, 5, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and Norman Powell only had 12. I think they need to bring him back off the bench because when he's in the starting lineup, he's taking the back seat. He's not taking his normal shots that he take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's not getting his normal buckets. Like he only had 12. And then they got Chris Dunn starting. Like I don't get it. But Chris Dunn actually been playing good though. 15 points, 3 for 4. But I don't think the Clippers gonna have enough to get out this series though. Like Zubac, 27, but he only had 5 rebounds. Kawhi, 20 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds. Nikola only had 13 points. And y'all still got the doors blew off. Like I don't think the Clippers make it out. I think Denver actually wins this next game. 4-2.
They play tonight.
Yeah, I think Denver wins this game.
LA Pistons play the Knicks too in Detroit, so we about to find out what happens.
Yeah, I think the Clippers going home tonight, and I think the Knicks is the Pistons about to tie it up.
Oh, game 7
because they at home. The Pistons, they just won in New York. They not home this game now, and then they got to go back to New York. So we gonna see. Warriors need a center. Yes, the Warriors definitely need a center. I don't think it's gonna be a young center to do it for them. They need to get a center out of free agency or something this season. This offseason because a young center ain't gonna come in and do nothing for the Warriors the way that they play. You see what happened with James Wiseman. He was a really good center until they got him, and it just now now what is he now? You know what I mean? Like they never used him. They killed his confidence because the way that they play, they couldn't use him. He's too big. He don't run the floor like they run the floor. He don't do what they do. That's why they got guys like Draymond Green as their biggest big man, and he's 6'6" or some shit. You know what I mean? He's their biggest playing guy. Nobody plays bigger than Draymond on their team. You know what I mean? Because how they play, they small ball. They small ball, bro. Just think if they go get a 7-footer that don't run up and down the court, that don't run like Wemby, it don't matter. It don't matter. Well, somewhere else he would have been, not with the Warriors because he got to run too much. He's too big. Now, if he's Wemby, skinny as hell, run like a gazelle because he's so skinny, that's different. How many centers are you going to find like that, though? That's a 7-footer that run like that. Bo, but he in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix finally letting him play. So maybe the Warriors should try to go get that because they just got their ass whooped with Jimmy and Steph on the court. Like bro, the Rockets had 3 guys with 24 or more points. And the Warriors played everybody. Like Curry only had 13 points. Jimmy only had 8 points, though. So when you stop those two, Buddy Hield, 4 points. It's the way that they playing. Kerr is a good coach, but I don't think he's an elite coach because you got times like this. Like there's no reason y'all go out there and lose this game like that. It's just these times, man. Like Curry took 4 shots. Jimmy took 2 shots. Buddy Hield took 2 shots. All their shots came from Moody, who took 9. Some dude named Spencer took 5. Kevin Knox took 5 shots. Why is Curry only taking 4 and Jimmy? That's 6 shots between Jimmy and Steph. I think they was resting so they could knock them out in the next game. They had to be, because when does Curry only take 4 shots? 4 for 12. And 9 of those was threes. Come on, man.
I think the Warriors finished the series off. I agree.
Yeah, the Rockets was at home. I don't think so. Not after this. I don't think so, man. Unless they was resting. Unless they was just playing but resting, because Curry only had 4 shots and Jimmy he was 2 for 10. He only made 2 shots. Curry only made 4. That means that's 6 made shots
between
just
the off, two. Man, you have an off night.
Yeah, man. That defense, man. And I just didn't see no adjustments, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm just going off of what I was watching in the game. I need Curry in those situations. You got to adjust. He didn't adjust. He just let them boys go out there and get dogged the whole night. Like, it was crazy.
Hey, I agree, Jesus. It is stupid as hell. You drive to the lane just to kick it all the way out to the arch. That is dumb as hell. Dumb as hell. They think way better than 2. I get
it. The Rockets shot 43% from 3, so in that case, it was good.
Nah, I don't give a shit. You go for the easier basket, not the fucking basket like that.
Yeah, but shooting 43%, and they shot 55 from the field and scored 131 points, bro. That's what you want as the Rockets. Playing against Steph Curry. Now, Curry and them, they shot 34% from 3, 15 for 44, and shot 41 from the field. That's fucking horrible. They shot 44 threes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the Rockets shot 30, and they made 13. But they shot 43%. That's 43%, though. That's high. But 44 threes is nuts, man. That's crazy.
Oh, there you go. Kurt said in the third, y'all got 5 minutes. If you don't close the lead, I'm going to the bench. And then he called the game after that. So, it was rest time.
Yep, because Kerr didn't make no adjustments early, man. It was a lot of things Kerr could have did early in that game to change the outcome of that game, but he didn't do it. So, man. I'm gonna take y'all out because I'm not making no adjustments. So my adjustment is taking y'all out and letting other guys in so y'all can rest and we can go close this game out next game. That's what I think.
I agree, Jesus. Everybody thinks they're a 3-point specialist now, though. Big man, everybody does.
But do you want to see a 75-80 game, or do you want to see the highest scoring game?
I want to see a real basketball game.
Ain't no such thing.
Well, that's what I want to see.
Because what's real basketball?
I don't want to see 50 fucking 3 points.
Real basketball is whatever the fuck's being played on the court.
No, real basketball. Play set, post moves, fucking basketball.
Oh, that slow, boring ass shit.
I'm going to drive to the hole and they'd be like, layup. Nope, there's a guy in the corner guarded. I'm going to throw it to him.
Well, I'm not with 44 shots. I'm not with 44 threes a game for sure.
No,
now,
that is dumb.
25, I'm cool with that. 25, I'm cool with that.
Cut that shit down. Listen.
But I don't want to see But I don't want them to get rid of transition though, because that transition, I like the transition, man. It won't be no more transition if we slowing the ball down and it's half court and it's half court. Yeah, but if it's half court set every fucking time, then you slow the game down.
Look, if you want a fast break, you want a fast fucking break. I'm not talking about. I want someone to go walking right down there, throw the ball right to the corner, and they shoot the 3. Like, that's stupid as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I agree. But that's basketball now. Thank you, Steph Curry.
And it's horrible.
We appreciate you, Steph Curry, for changing all this shit. Thank you. Yeah, 53-point shots in any game is retarded as fuck. Like I said, 25 I'm cool with. I might even be cool with 30 if you make 15 of them.
I want big men to be big men, not fucking be like, hey, I'm Steph Curry. I'm 7'2", but I'm going to shoot threes all game. Nah, motherfucker, you're not.
But see, big man ain't going to be big man because nobody's teaching them how to be big man.
That's the problem.
In AAU, but it's going back to AAU. In AAU, they don't run shit. They just let you go out there and do whatever the fuck you do. So you got these big dudes, you got these 7-footers. They just letting them do what they want to do. They ain't structuring them. That's AAU. AAU started all that shit.
Yeah,
and then Steph Curry doing what he doing.
That's shitty ass coaching. That's lazy coaching is what.
No, there's no coaching. They just let them go play.
They lazy as fuck.
Yes, they just let them go play. It's AAU. We want to see what you got. Just go play. Your high school team is where you get the organized shit and all that. But they play more AAU than they play high school because high school is only for that long or that year. And then all the rest of the year, you playing AAU. And they letting these big dudes shoot threes. And it's never going to change because nobody's teaching the big man how to be a big man. Back in the day, you was being taught post moves. You was being taught all that. Nikola Jokic has post moves because he played overseas.
Yeah.
He got moves. He can put his back to the basket. He can do all of that. You know what I mean? Wemby, he played overseas, but nobody taught him how to be a big man. So he just goes out there, gets rebounds, dunks it back, give me the ball. I'm taller than everybody. Let me dunk it. Like he don't got the but now he with Hakeem.
He don't got the weight to be
But now he with Hakeem though. He with Hakeem. So Hakeem's gonna teach him how to be a big man. Exactly. What have we always been saying? Why is these dudes not getting the ball on the block and just bodying a man, getting a bucket? You could put everybody in foul trouble with a Wembanyama. Bam Adebayo, as big as he is, as big as his body is, just think if they would have taught him how to be a big man, post moves, backing dudes down. Bro, everybody's in foul trouble because he's so big. Bam is a house out there. He's supposed to be dunking on everybody. Look at what Dwight used to do. Dwight, if he had more post moves, he had his move, but he didn't have the real footwork. Dwight would have been unstoppable, bro. And he was unstoppable because he's getting all the rebounds. Just give me the ball, I'm going to just dunk on everybody. But if he had moves, he would have been getting people in foul trouble. You got a double team like Shaq. Shaq had post moves. You can have 3 dudes on Shaq. He gonna dribble, boom, or you gonna give him the ball. He gonna do his regular big man shit. But if he didn't have that, he'd put that ball on the floor and make a move. I watched Shaq bring the ball down the court.
My whole thing is why don't they realize you could throw it down there? If that dude's balling down there,
yeah,
the arc is gonna be wide open. You could throw it right back out there, and the threes can happen. Play inside out. Don't play outside in.
Right, Bobby. They went away from it. Bam is too big to not be playing with his back to the basket, bro. Like they got to teach him. He got to get some more post moves in his arsenal. I think Spo wasn't confident because he didn't do it enough. You know what I mean? Like when Bam got the ball, he looking to pass the shit. That you know what I mean? At a point in time in his career, he was looking to pass it all the time. So I think Spo just didn't trust it. But man, they're supposed to be bodying people. He's supposed to be just because he's so big. Yo, he take up a lot of space. Miles Turner. Miles likes to shoot the ball. Joel Embiid, that's the one. That's the best example. How many times we said that about him? Why is he not in the paint? Why is he not up and unders? Bro, everybody's in foul trouble. There's nobody that can guard Embiid if he has post moves, man. That's why Jokic is unguardable. They held Jokic to 13 points. He still had 10 rebounds or 10 assists and 12 rebounds, but he only had 13 points. But he put some people in foul trouble because he got post moves, and he still was a playmaker out the paint. These big men,
and they played inside out.
Played inside out. Like I'm telling you, man, that inside out, it'll change a lot of things. It'll slow the game down, but I don't think it'll be drastic because you're still gonna get a lot of fucking threes. Yes. But we just need to see. I just miss the dominant big man. I just miss the big man that you already know what's going to happen when you go down the court. Oh, ain't no shot? Go ahead, buddy. Do what you do. Tear the rim down on his head. I want to see that. I hope they do that with Cooper Flagg if they play him at power forward, because Cooper Flagg has footwork and he can do the post shit, but I don't think that's what they gonna do with him. We want you to be over here. What did they do to Bosh when he went to Miami? Put him at the 3-point line. What did they do to Love when he went to the Cavs? Put him at the 3-point line. Stupid, bro. Why? Like, I bet you just got to peep how this shit been going. Chris Bosh was averaging 26 and like 12 or some shit. Went to Miami, corner guy.
He was shooting 18-footers and down low moves. Then all of a sudden now he's a 3.
And he came in with all these. He came in with that bag, though. Chris Bosh had that shit from day one. He was that good from day one with the dreads. CB4.
Looked like a bird.
Kevin Love was averaging what, 26 and 14 or some shit.
Driving lanes. You're right. That's exactly why they put the big man out.
Bring the Miami.
Go down the hole.
Yeah, but you're right. But he did it with Zadrunas, though. He did it with big man Drew Gooden. He did it with all the
threes at the end of his career.
You're right. You're right.
Fucking stupid.
Drew Gooden, Varejao. He did it with them. And Varejao wasn't no shooter. He was just a big dude that was going. That's what I'm saying. Like, But Miami, that's what they want to do. They want to space the floor. They want to space the floor for Wade and Bron to have driving lanes, and that's what changed it for them. But Kevin Love, there was no reason why he should have went to Cleveland and stopped putting his back to the basket. He had a 30-30 game before. Like, he was averaging 26 and 14 in Minnesota the year before. Like, I hate that, man. I do. We need the big man back. We missed the big man. We missed the big man. Gobert, he had 27, but he had a shit ton of offensive rebounds. There were a lot of putbacks.
That's what I want my big man to do.
Yeah. If you don't got no big man moves, at least get the rebound and get offensive rebounds, bro. Get putbacks and shit like that. Now, I like Şengün and I like Sabonis, but again, Sabonis is a Joker type of player, but his cap is like 15 points. He'll get a triple-double, but it's only going to be with like 15 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to be doing all that, you got to at least score a little bit more points. That shit works for Joker because Joker will score 30 and get you a triple-double. You know what I mean? Like, consistently score 30 and get you a triple-double. I think Sabonis averaged like 15 to 18 points or something like that, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I get it. But if you put Sabonis somewhere else, that boy, he'd probably be way better too. And he's a monster.
19 points.
Yeah, I was gonna say 15 to 18 points. So he averaged 19 points. If he can average 26,
19 and 14 rebounds.
Yeah, if he can average 26 and 14, like some Jokic numbers, yeah, the Kings would be a better team. You know what I mean? The teams would be a way better team because he has the ball in his hands too much to only be scoring 19 points. You know what I mean? Like, he has the ball way too much.
Yeah.
If he can get that up to 25, 26, the Kings would be a really good team, man. That's why you get the Nuggets where Jokic has 13, 12, and 10, but they go crazy because Murray scores 23. Somebody else get 25. Somebody else get 24. Like, other guys are scoring because they're used to you scoring 30-point triple-doubles. They're not used to Sabonis scoring 30-point triple-doubles. Even if I score 8, we can still win because they still worried about me the whole entire game, but I only got 8 points. That's what Sabonis, that's what that would do for him. That 25 a game, they would make them worry about him the whole entire game. Have no choice.
Yeah.
So who you got tonight, the Pistons or the Knicks?
I'm taking the Pistons.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Pistons with you, man. They at home and they just stole a game in New York. I'm going with the Pistons too, and I think it's gonna be close. Another close game. These two games is the two best series that it's been so far too.
Oh, I agree.
And then I'm going. You taking the Clippers? I want to take the Clippers too, but I just feel like the way like Jokic had what he had 30 and 20 and something else game, and that ain't even a Jokic game yet. I think Jokic due for like a 40-something point triple-double. I swear, bro, I do. I feel like Murray just got his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Michael Porter Jr. had his. He had a 20-20 game. You know what I mean? Like, Jokic had a good game. He had like 30, 20, and something else. And I just feel like that is not his game. 35, 36 to 40, 20, and like 8 or 9 assists. That's different. I think he might do that tonight, but the Clippers at home, so I'm gonna give the Clippers the benefit of the doubt, though. I'm gonna go with the Clippers force a game 7. Pistons force a game 7 also. Warriors Rockets on Friday.
Our Warriors shut it down. It's over.
Man, I'm going with the Rockets, man. I'm gonna go with the Warriors because I think the Warriors was just resting.
Yeah,
I picked the Warriors to win in 7. I didn't pick 6. I picked 7. But if they win this, it'll be in 6. But I think the Warriors was just resting. I think Curry go out there, drop 50 on their head, and that's Jimmy get about 27, and it's over.
So whoever wins, I mean, the Warriors win, they play Ant-Man, so.
And I think that's where they go home.
Yeah, probably.
Because the Minnesota's bench, like defensively, I ain't even talking about nothing else. Defensively, Minnesota right now in the playoffs probably got the best defensive bench right now in the playoffs because they could put any of those guys in there and Bruh. They bitch, they defense, bro, is impressive. And I thought that too during the season, like late in the season. I'm like, damn, Minnesota is losing games, but they defense, like they playing really good D, bro. They play really good. I like Nas Reed. I like his D. Jada, the McDaniels kid, or whatever the fuck his name is. Dude, his bro, he's an elite lockdown defender. And then he'll go to the other end and score. My thing with the Warriors is who's going to do what with Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert on their team. It's about to be the same. They too small. The Warriors are too little. Like they're going to get out rebounded every single game.
That's how we thought about all this time, but man, somehow they've been doing what they do for years.
Who, the Warriors? Not these past few years, no.
Oh yeah,
2022 when everybody got injured.
They never had a big man.
That's what I'm saying, and it worked when they had Clay in his prime, Steph in his prime, Dre in his prime, and then KD in his prime. Yeah, of course it's gonna work then. But after those guys pass their prime and all you got is Steph, no, that shit's not gonna work. You're not winning a championship like that no more. You don't got 4 Hall of Fame guys no more. People got to remember that they got 3 Hall of Famers in their prime. Added a fourth. Yeah, but Jimmy, man, I know they gonna put him in the Hall of Fame, but I don't look at Jimmy like that.
Jimmy is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, they gonna put him in the Hall of Fame, but I don't look at Jimmy like that. I don't. I never was on the Jimmy bandwagon. Yeah, he led Miami to 2 finals, but one was nobody wanted to play in the bubble.
It don't mean shit.
It don't. They got there.
That's the case of LeBron's championship's tainted.
They say it is.
They say it is, but it ain't.
Tim Duncan's got to be tainted.
Said it was easier to play in the bubble because there was no fucking pressure. It was just out there playing ball.
Yeah, but that was players that lost. Everybody else said that's the hardest shit.
Harder?
Everybody else said that was the hardest shit I ever had to do without having my regular routine that I go through every playoffs, my family, all type of shit.
Man, that's what you went and did. That's all.
Yeah, man, they ain't got their regular shit, bro. That would have been hard for me. Shit, nigga, I can't go over here after the game. I can't do this. I can't got my buns in here. Like y'all niggas crazy. Y'all, that's hard because they all got their routines that they do every game.
Yeah,
like you can't do that no more. You ain't interacting with nobody except for on FaceTime. Like, nah,
you a real baller, you ball out.
Ain't no fans. That's the crazy part.
It's like a pickup game. You just going out.
Yeah, but even then, you still got spectators in that motherfucker.
And you had those screens. There was fans.
Nah, bro, that was trash, bro. That football season, all that, every championship, every championship that year was a really good championship for whoever won that shit. But the process of it was garbage, bro. That was the worst shit in history of sports, yo.
Who is that? The Chiefs that won that year?
No, Tom Brady and them.
Oh yeah, Tom Brady beat
Antonio Brown. Yeah, Antonio Brown got a Super Bowl ring. That was the Bucks. And then the Lakers, and then who won the baseball that year? Fuck, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. So we got the Warriors knocking niggas off. Damn, so we got 2 Game 7s we think that's gonna happen. That'll be Saturday if that happens.
Look, Bobby, I agree with you. Bubble was what everybody wanted. Only playoff teams invited.
Yeah.
Every team started healthy. Zero excuses. Nothing to do but hoop.
Yep. And the shit, and they said that shit was hard. That's what I'm saying. The people that was there, they said that shit. Man, listen, bro. Paul George and those.
They started saying, "See, nah, I don't know, man. I would have loved it."
Yeah, Paul George and them said it after they lost. Oh man, that was nah, nigga. Y'all all wanted this. All y'all wanted this. Y'all had 3-4 months off. Like, come on, man. Like, if that's the case, then you got any lockout season where they only play 50 games. All of them got to be tainted. All of them got to have Tim Duncan's first championship. Got to have an asterisk. You know what I mean? Because it was a lockout season. They only played 50 games. Like, it's a lot of seasons where it was lockouts and people got championships off of 50 games. So if you're gonna put an asterisk on that, you got to put that shit on everything else. I just hated the process. The process was the worst shit ever in the history, like in the bubble, all that goofy shit. I'm glad they did it, but at the same time, we could have did without that shit. I ain't watched none of that shit.
I watched it. I didn't give a shit.
I ain't watched none of that shit.
I love you. You heard the floor. You heard the
here and there, man. I was here and there, man.
You heard everything. You actually heard the basketball go through the fucking net. You heard that.
Nah, that shit was.
I love hearing like, dude, that's some shit right there.
That was ass, bro.
I was out there playing pickup. You hear motherfuckers. Yeah, that was great.
But the Lakers need to go back and look at that shit because they had JaVale, AD, and Dwight.
Don't ever speak that dude's name.
They better bring JaVale back. Bring JaVale back.
JaVale's trash.
Nah, JaVale wasn't. I don't think he was trash.
That dude scoring the bucket on his own team.
He did do that. He definitely did that.
Like
but
3 times.
But he was a part of 2 championships, and he was a piece in both of those championships. No,
right.
he didn't. He was a piece in both of those championships with the Warriors
trash,
and with the motherfucking He might have been on the Warriors for 2 of them. He might have been on the Warriors for 2 of them. I don't remember, but he might have been on the Warriors for 2 of them, and he played though. That's the crazy part.
I can't stand JaVale McGee.
Yeah, he did some dumb shit, but I fuck with JaVale though. I always like JaVale, man. He hard-nosed player, man. I like that. But man, if one of these young teams, just say the Rockets or the Pistons just pulled out a championship this year,
that'd be crazy.
That's gonna change a lot of shit. Teams gonna start trying to go younger.
That's insane if one of them do that, but that shit ain't happening.
Hell no, because you got to get through the Cavs, and that ain't happening.
There you go. I mean, the Cavs are
nobody in the West can beat us. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.
Shaq's bullying me. I remember he used to cry. He was on Shaq and a Fool every week.
Hey, I was weak I used to be weak watching Shaq and the Fool, bro. Like, yeah, he be picking on him and Dwight. Dwight said some soft shit too, man. I was watching. They was asking him about. He was on Shaq's show, and I'm like, damn, bro, he sound like a bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, and Shaq ain't backing down either. He like, don't you think such and such and such? And now if you do, and he just Dwight sounded like a straight bitch, bro. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. I see why this era is the way it is. All these sensitive ass kids, these motherfuckers are sensitive now, man.
Crying about everything.
God dang, bro. Dwight ain't even no kid. This nigga in his 30s.
Crying.
Oh my God, bro. That shit is annoying as hell, man. I think that's why. It's just too much coddling and all that. Boston can't beat us, dog. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can say what y'all want. They can't. I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that, yo. Shooting 53s a game, they can't beat us in the playoffs. Shooting 53s a game. And what we do, we split in the season, I think, 2-2. Yeah, so, yeah. And the niggas wasn't healthy. All them games, both teams wasn't fully healthy in every single game. So, yeah, man. Shooting 53s, you ain't beating us in no playoff game. And Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year, he done emerged. And he a monster, man. He bodying dudes in the paint. He got moves. Like, he getting the ball and he going with it quick. Boom, dunk on him real quick. He does shoulder work. Y'all see his shoulder work out there? Come on, man. Y'all see his footwork? Come on, man. Who on their team gonna stop Evan Mobley? Tell me that. Nobody. Porzingis lucky if he stay healthy the whole time. And then you bring Al Horford.
He already got stitches in the middle of his forehead.
Exactly. We busting that right back open. Evan, give me the ball. Yeah, right in the head. Busting that right back open. Drop. Yeah, he busting that right back open. I just want to know.
Roads, the American Dream.
Right. They're going to have to hit a lot. They're going to have to make a lot of threes to beat us. I don't see that happening, bro. Because Al Horford, what he going to do with Mobley? Somebody please tell me this. I just need to know.
I don't know what they're going to do with Mobley.
Jared Allen, what is Porzingis going to do when Jared Allen feel like, you know what, I want 28 points today? What is he going to do? Nah, Mobley. Hey, who's stopping Mobley?
There's nobody on the Celtics
who's stopping him on the Celtics, bro? That's all I'm saying. Name a person. I just want to see a name. All that other stuff is cool. I just want to see a name for the Celtics. I ain't talking about him overall in the league. No, in the Celtics series, name the person that's going to stop him. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, as long as he's playing his game, I don't
feel me. Ty Jerome coming off the bench. Peyton Pritchard? Is that who the guy he's supposed to match up with him off the?
But we also got the Year award.
I don't know who did. Probably Pritchard. I don't know. Salute Red Jet. Probably by who on the Celtics, Bobby? I'm talking about the Celtics. Who's gonna push him off his spot on the Celtics? Like all that shit you saying is true as hell. But I'm talking about the Celtics series because that
Pritchard,
I'm looking.
man.
Yeah, I figured it was Pritchard,
Jerome
but Ty
came
Jerome
second.
because Ty Jerome came on late. Pritchard been doing that shit since you know what I mean. He been doing it for 2 years now. You know what I mean. Ty Jerome came on late, balling out like that. Now
This
next
shit
year.
still gave the tie.
Pritchard is going to be a good matchup for Ty Jerome, but then we got DeAndre Hunter coming off the bench getting 20. You know what I mean? Playing great defense. So I just want to know, Bobby, who is going to be pushing Mobley around and all this stuff. I want to know who on the Celtics is going to be doing that. If they put Tatum at power forward, because they do be doing that, he's toast. He is toast. Who? Porzingis? Horford? Cornette. Watch out, bro. Watch out. Watch out, bro. I'm not even rolling. I'm not even reading.
He does need to develop a little more physically.
Yes, of course. Yes, he definitely needs to develop. He needs to get Giannis, do a Giannis and put 25 pounds of muscle on him. He'd be unstoppable. But I'm talking about the Celtics. Horford ain't pushing nobody nowhere. Cornette ain't pushing nobody nowhere. He gonna body that guy. Nah, man.
He said, nah, man.
Nah, I'm not agreeing with none of that. I'm just saying, bro. I ain't seen that lately. I ain't seen that. Drew Holiday ain't do that.
Because we're gonna watch this next series and see what really
happens. And the way we playing now is the way we playing now is completely different. The way that they using Evan Mobley, I like the way that they using him. Like, yeah. I don't see nobody out there. And you know what's so crazy? Horford is not pushing no Evan Mobley around, bro. He can hold him, but he ain't.
You push him off the spot, Mobley still do his thing. That's the difference.
What you mean push around though? Is what I'm saying. Because when I hear a push around, I'm thinking he out there like a rag doll, looking like a little bitch. Like when I hear a push around, that's what I see.
That's what he's saying.
Like he not getting nothing.
No, he's saying
he's not getting nothing.
Get pushed around.
But is that going to affect him getting what he's getting? Who's going to stop him?
No, with his game right now, no, it doesn't affect him. But
okay, because I'm saying.
But if he put on that muscle and didn't get pushed around, he get a lot more.
Okay, but I'm saying if Horford pushes him around, but he still go get 20-something points, he didn't stop him. He just pushed him around. That's what I'm saying. What is that? What are you saying? He gonna push him around and he only gonna score 5 points and he not gonna beat Evan Mobley? Is that what you're saying? Because everybody gets pushed. Most guys get pushed around. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. You saying,
man, he mad as hell.
I'm trying to understand what Bobby's saying because when I hear a push around to me, it's like you're not getting nothing. I'm pushing you off your spot and you're never getting anything. That's never happened to Mobley. Mobley gets his regardless, is what I'm saying. No, who's going to stop him? I ain't talking about I just moves you out your spot, but I still got the jumper on you. Like I don't, or you move me out my spot and I still hit a move and got to the basket. Like you can push me all you want. It's a lot of pushing in the NBA. I need to know what Bobby's saying. Like, is you saying he's not going to get off? Because if you saying Horford's going to lock Mobley down, I need the weed that you smoking. That's the weed I need. And Cornette, like, they not locking him down. That's never happening. They could push him and all that. All right. No, I've been seeing different lately, Bobby. You're right. Early in the season, yeah, you're right. But lately I ain't been seeing that. Bam ain't pushing him around. He still got off on Bam. Bam way bigger and stronger than Horford and them is what I'm saying. He said, go watch. I watched the Miami Heat series. Bam couldn't do nothing with him. He was still getting off. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, if he's still getting his buckets, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, bro, if he's still getting his buckets, I can see if he was getting pushed around and not getting buckets. That's different. You can push him all you want to. You can move him around all you want to. That you bigger or stronger than him. You're supposed to push him around and move him around. But if I'm still getting my buckets, you didn't do nothing. You didn't stop nothing. You just pushed me around. You just showed me you were strong as fuck. But you didn't stop me. That's what I'm saying. They're not stopping him. Nobody on their team stopping him. It's not happening.
Jesus, yes. I think Judkins and Sampson will play immediately. I think both them dudes go out there.
Right. I do too. Dylan Sampson's good though, man. I like Dylan Sampson, man. I know you didn't say lockdown. That's what I was trying to understand if that's what you were saying or not. That's what I'm saying though. I was want to know if that's what you were saying. Because if that's what you were saying, there's no way I could agree with that. Salute, Yoli. So, all right. Thank you, Bobby. That's all because I thought you were saying like he pushing him around and he not getting nothing off. Like that's just crazy. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And you are right. Yes, you are right. But as long as he still gets his, I'm happy. But I need him to get in the weight room. So yes, Bobby, you are correct. You are correct. I just had to understand where you was coming from because don't tell me Ev gonna get pushed around, bro. That hurt my soul, man. Don't tell me he ain't gonna get no buckets.
Jay took high offense.
Don't tell me that, man.
That's like telling him his kid is touched by the tizzy or something.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
your kid's semi-slow, Jay.
I was hurt, boy. My feelings, boy, that hurt my soul right there, man. Like, so yeah, he right though. He do need to get more physical. He need to get some more weight on him. But as long as he still gets his buckets, I'm happy. Like, that's all I care about. Just get your buckets, man. Because, yes, Horford is stronger. Porzingis is probably stronger. Kornet's probably stronger. But me personally, Horford's not better. Kornet's not better. Porzingis is not better.
Definitely not better.
No.
But
they're stronger, but they're not better.
They good. It's just,
right. But I think the problem going to be with the Celtics, man, is they going to shoot too many damn threes. I'm telling you, bro, they like to shoot 45 threes a game, bro. That you not beating us like that. No. We're not losing to a team that shoot 50 threes a game in a 7-game series. Now, if they making 48% of them motherfuckers every game, then it's over. We now beating a team that's making 48% of 53s. Like, no, we're never beating them. But I don't see it. They banged up a little bit too. So I hope they healthy by the time we get to this conference finals because the Pacers going home. We giving them one win in Indiana, and that's it. They ain't allowed to win no more games. I just hope Garland don't get cooked the whole time because he's small. He's too little for Halliburton, so they might have to put DeAndre out there and let him start and guard him or something.
You see what Ken Anderson said? He said he think the Cavs are better without Garland out there.
Say what?
Anderson.
What about him?
Play for the Heat. He said he said the Cavs are a better team without Garland.
Listen. You already know how I feel about Garland. I just think he's too little. That's my only thing about Garland. You know, y'all can trade him, and I wouldn't even be mad if we traded him and got some shit back for it. But because we got other guys that can play point guard. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he just so little, man. He's a defensive liability a lot, man. That's the only thing I hate about that. It's because he's small. He like 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? Like he may be 6'1", maybe, but these guards today is 6'8", 6'7", 6'5". De'Aaron Fox even 6'5". You know what I mean? Steph Curry even 6'3". You know what I mean? 6'2", 6'3". Garland only like 6 foot. And he's just be a defensive liability. So they may be better without Garland, actually. Depend on what they get for him. Now, just taking him off and not getting nothing for it, I don't know about all that.
I mean, we'll see what he does in this next series. Hopefully, he had 2 games off, his toe healed. Right. If he go out there and ball out, then, hey, shit, he do his thing.
Right. That's a fact. Yep.
Maybe switch it up, bring him off the bench and let Jerome start and give DeAndre Hunter and Garland that bench come up. I mean, it might be a different story. Who knows? But Garland will take that, to the head pretty bad if he had to come off the bench.
Man, Garland got to average. If he Trae Young this shit and get to 25 and 11, we good. Helmet. But I know our team, we got a lot of scoring on our team. So it's kind of hard to do that because we got Mitch, we got fucking DeAndre scoring off the bench. We got Ty Jerome scoring off the bench now. We got Mobley getting his buckets. Jared Allen's going to get his buckets. So we got a lot of scoring. We got Strus who's going to get his buckets. But if he can get to 22 and 11 or 22 and 12, you know what I mean? Like Garland will be like Trae Young. Trae Young ain't no big guard. He's a defensive liability, but he's going to go get you 26 points and 12 assists. You know what I mean? Now he's getting 20s. You know what I mean?
Agree.
See, you be saying some crazy shit.
What do you mean? He said Derek White said.
Man, I don't want no fucking Derek White.
He played that defense and he a bigger guard.
Man, we don't The way the Celtics play ain't the same way we play, man.
Well, no, he's saying if we got rid of Garland, a Derek White type to replace him is what he's saying.
Oh, okay. I was about to say Derek White used to shooting 1,000
like a Derek
threes.
White type of guy to replace Garland. That's what he's saying.
No, man. I need a 20 and 10 guy. We need a real point guard.
He scored that if he out there starting.
Derek White is not getting 20 and 10.
That motherfucker just had like some crazy ass 30, 40-point game the other day. He was out there starting.
Yes, because they shoot 1,000 fucking threes. We don't shoot 1,000 threes, yo.
I don't need Derek White to drive to the hole.
We need a point guard to get assists and shit, bro. We gotta have a point guard that can distribute the ball and facilitate. Garland doesn't do that at a high level, bro. Like, we need somebody that do that at a high level.
I think we're gonna be all right. Let's see what happens for the playoffs.
Well, of course, so we good this year. We win the chip this year.
We need a weakness, and we change that shit up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I need a real point guard, bro. We need a facilitator, man. And Garland likes to score the ball. He don't necessarily want to facilitate, man. He don't even average close to 10 assists a game. Like, we need to get, like, you know how much better Jarrett Allen would be if we had somebody that could do a real pick and roll with him. Yeah. You know how much dangerous he would be? You know how many more points he would score? Because a lot of teams can't guard the pick and roll. If you watch these games, a lot of teams don't even know what to do in the pick and roll. The big man on the defense, the defensive big man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we do, man. Yes, we do. We need a facilitator. I just said Jarrett Allen. I said nothing about Mobley. I said Jarrett Allen would be way better, and we'd have a real Twin Towers offensively if he had somebody to pick and roll with. Evan's going to get his points. He's going to get his money. We don't need to pick and roll Evan Mobley. He's going to get his points. Jarrett Allen would be more of a factor, and we would probably be way more dominant, and it would be hands down for me if we had a pick and roll with Jarrett Allen. Now he's a dunker. Now he can duck in and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But I just don't like what we got. It's the reason why we ain't got over the hump yet. I'm going to just say that. With this team. With this team, because we saw what Jalen Brunson did to him last year, right? We saw what Jalen Brunson did to Garland last year, right? We're about to see what Halliburton is about to do to him too. I hope to God they have somebody else guarding Halliburton because he's 6'7". Garland is 7 inches smaller than this dude. Like, he's never gonna be able to guard him. He gonna post him up the whole game. Like, I don't know, man. Garland can't get 10 assists because that's not how he plays.
That ball movement's unreal with the Cavs. They all pass. There's like 4 passes in one possession.
Yes, and Garland don't play like that, though. Even going back to college, he did not play like that. He's a scoring point guard. He's always been that.
But he's saying it's never going to happen because
it's never going to happen.
Not just one pass and a shot. It's always 3 passes then a shot.
Right. Exactly. So
that's why Garland will get 10.
So what I say about Garland?
You said 20 and 10.
Defensively, he's a liability. Why are y'all missing that? Why are y'all skipping that? Yes, of course, I want a 20 and 10 point guard, but why are y'all skipping the fucking defensive part of this? I'm talking about
defensive part. Listen,
bro, we're never going to get over the hump if he can't guard no damn body. Like, talk about that shit, bro. He can't guard nobody. I don't like offensively. He gonna do what he do. Defensively, man, he's a liability, yo. Like, that's my bottom line, bro. He's a liability defensively, man. I'm tired of watching him get smoked. No, Kyrie played 11 games in college.
Well, I mean, you get it. 2 games.
That's not 2 games. I mean, 2 games is one game, 2 games, and then I didn't play. No, that 11 games, he was the best player in the league for them 11 games, though.
Oh my God,
that was a completely different thing. He was already going to be number 1 in the draft before he played even 2 games,
and then Garland was number 5 in the draft.
Man, Garland played more than 2 games.
No, played 2 games. Done. That's it.
You know what I mean? They say Kyrie played 3 games. He played 11 games, and he was the best player the whole time.
Like, he really didn't play.
But all I'm saying about Garland is his defense. I don't all that offensive shit. Yeah, I would like him to get 20 and 10 to make up for his defense, but he's never gonna do that because his defense is trash. Bobby, defense, bro. He's a defensive liability. Are you gonna respond to that, please? Can you respond to that? Because he's a deep Halliburton. Brunson cooked his ass last year. Great. Thank God we don't got to play them in this next round.
5 games is all Garland played.
All right, that's more than 2 games.
Right here, it says 5 games. His college career was cut short by a meniscus injury.
What did he average before that in those 5 games? What did he do in those 5 games? So Kyrie played 6 more games than that. What did he do in those 5 games?
As a freshman, he averaged 16, 3, and 2.
How many assists did he average?
2 or 3.
Okay, so he's never going to do
he
that.
averaged 3 assists, 4 rebounds.
Right. He's not an assist guy. He's never going to do that. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's never been an assist guy. Like, he's not going to do that. But defensively, I would like to upgrade at point guard defensively.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I want to upgrade defensively. And if I could get a 20 and 10, 25 and 10, 26 and 10, he don't have to score that. He don't have to get that every game, but his mentality is that. You know what I mean?
Listen, we beating the Celtics. I don't give a shit. We winning the whole thing this year. Fuck it.
No, the Celtics are not, bro. They can't fuck us, bro.
All right.
Garland's gonna get toasted. He gonna get toasted by Halliburton, but we gonna win. Halliburton gonna post him up the whole series if he guard him, but we still gonna win. Derek White is gonna cook his ass, but we still gonna win. That's what I'm saying. All right,
everybody watching, man, we appreciate y'all. Hit them damn buttons. Jump over to our YouTube at the Man Cave 8172. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. Make sure you hit all the buttons on your way out. Make sure you stay tuned for open mic Saturday at 8.
He is defensively.
Everything but sports.
Defensive liability. Put it real quick before we go. The difference between dominating and barely beating teams is Darius Garland defense. We could be dominating guys if he played better defense. There we go. Salute, Darius Garland. Salute, I like going back and forth with you. Salute, Red Jet. Salute, chat. Got to go get ready for work.